guys, today I will be teaching you how to create logos using the pixellab mobile application. So let's get started. Now we'll have to launch our pixellab app. Wait for it to load. I'm going to turn off my data to avoid unnecessary messages. Okay, now these are our default interface, so we are going to delete everything on this interface. Delete. Okay, delete. Okay, so we are going to be creating a logo for an online store named Rosy Store. So we are going to be using text and object to create this logo. So let's Rosy Store. We are going to type text Rosy. We're going to tap it, then we edit it. Edit the text. We type Rosy. Rosy. Separate, then we add another text again. Drag to the middle. Then we change this to store. Rosy Store, right? And we have to put this to our side. Put this to our side. What we are going to be doing now is to use text to create logo. So we are going to type two text. This is going to be arrow. Now we're going to increase the size. We're going to increase the size of the text. We're going to make it big. Drag. It is big. Let's make it 300. Then click on the OK. Then we are going to type another text. Call it S. S. Capital letter S. Okay. Then we're going to increase the size to S. So let's bring them together. One thing I noticed you can put the shape together like this. Well, let's try and use another font. So we are going to font, position, padding, color, rotation, font, this AB down here. Then click on it. Let's look for a font that will make sense. Will this be okay? Let's try this. Okay, this is dope too, so we'll change this other one to the font we use, the forgetting no 07. So that's the font we are using. So we've done this now. This is like a basic logo you can see on the internet. Okay, right now you can see that this one is, let's bring this one down, then position this again. Okay, it makes sense. So now let's add an image also, a PNG image which I downloaded online. Then from gallery, click the from gallery. So now take us to our gallery where we can choose image from. I'll just go to gallery here. Then I go to download. Okay, this love with arrow, that's what I'll be using. So it's going to show. We're going to reduce the size. We're going to like crop it to the size we need. We don't need any excess parts to be added to it, so we just have to crop it to the exact size of the image. So we click the OK button at the right here. So that's it. So we now have the shape here now. Okay. So what I want us to do now is we're going to add color to it, or probably reduce this size. It's too big, so let's reduce it a little. Okay, so what I'm going to do again, we're going to okay, so that's it. And let's put gold, or should we use red for the arrow? Then we use which color we're going to use right now, because this rosy store is actually like kind of an online store where they sell female wears, they sell shoes, bags, and they also sell perfumes. So they sell gift items also. So we are going to merge them together. Let's bring this down here so that these two tests can be attached to it. So we are going to let me log these two tests. I think it's okay like this. Let's change the font of those tests right now. The font. Look for a very nice font to use. So let's look for something unique. Okay, I think this regular, Alex brush regular. This is dope. Let's log this one too, so we can work on this test. Alex brush regular. You can see this is very unique. So let's use colors for this test. Let's unlock them so that we can apply color. Now what I want to do now is to use a different color for the text, the S and the arrow. So I'll choose a color randomly here. let's say gradients. I believe you all know what gradient color is. So this, it doesn't make sense. It's not unique enough. So I'm going to create a color by myself. So I'm going to click on the plus icon. Now I'm going to choose a color by clicking on the drop, the icon, the bucket icon where you edit. So I will put the color like this, make something out like this, drag it. So I will have something looking like gold. Okay. I think we should have a color like that. No, we didn't. Oh, I made a mistake. Let's do it again. Cancel this. Let's change good. You can see at the top, you can see a particular color looking like that. Now what we are looking for. Okay. I will change the one at the left hand side. It's going to be like this. You can see the color now. It's kind of unique, right? So we're going to apply the same color for this. But if we don't want to do that, maybe we want to use an image as color, you can go to texture, then image. So we'll go into our gallery and look for a particular image which we like and use it as a background color, use it as a color on that text. So let's go to gallery and search for an image. Okay, let's use this image here, the first image at the top left. So let's use this. You can use this image. As you can see, you can find out that the text color has changed to that image we use. So we can use the same thing for this one too. Texture, this okay. What do we do? Okay, this again. Oh, probably let's use another one, another image, so that it won't look as if you're doing. This is just a design class, a basic introductory class. So let's use this one. You can see the design is now getting unique. So let's use red for this one, something red. So we're going to add color to this too. We're going to look for anything that looks like red. Let's try this. We'll zoom this and crop it down so that only the red will be showing, the red and the white mixture. So you can see. But you remember one thing I told you is that the color shouldn't be that crowded, so we shouldn't use too much color on it. So I'm going to change this color right now to something that relates, that matches with the arrow and S. So I'm going to add another color right here, texture. I'm going to use something blue, or better still, you can use the picture we used before. So you can still use this one. You can see The designs are unique now. So can make the rosy. Let's log this now. So what we have to do next is to edit the rosy and edit. Let's add color to the rosy. And let's use the same. This time we're going to use something different that will make it outstanding. I actually don't have good image like that on my system. Okay, let's go back. You can use any image at all. Let's use this one. I'm going to crop out the gold inside, so I'm making use of the gold. So you can also use picture as color from what I'm doing now. So I'm cropping out that particular spot, so that's what I'm using as the applied image. But one thing you notice is that it's kind of faint, you cannot see it, so that doesn't go. Let's use a bold color for this design, and we're going to remove this, delete this, and the font is not visible, so let's change that font. Let's use something a little bit bold but creative. Let's try this out. This is bold but not that professional enough, so let's look for another font. Then okay, let me try this boycott. This is a little bit okay. All right, let me, where is it again? Let me see. Okay, boycott. Okay, there it is. You see, the color is white. We want to change it to the color we used before. You can see color is okay now. Okay, another thing we need to do now is to make this S and R look a little bit professional and unique. So what we'll do now is to unlock them, then click on the S, go to emboss. When you click on emboss, you enable it, find out that the shape has transformed somehow, so you can add lights, rotate it, leave it at 90, then do the same thing for the arrow, emboss it, use it. Oh, it's a stroke, cancel. What is happening to our test? I don't really know why this is happening though. Let me bring it out first and do it again. Make it good. Okay. Emboss it, embrace it. I don't know why this is happening. Let me duplicate this and try this copy. What the heck? Let me change this, change. Okay, let me just leave it like this, but I don't know why it's happening. It doesn't happen like that before, but I guess our logo is okay now. We can use the logo like this, but you notice this logo has a background. So if you want to remove the background now, you go to this not transparent scroll. Okay, oh, sorry. Let's lock every one of them now. We'll lock every one of them first. Size transparent, color no. Okay, if you want to change this background now, you can decide to change the background by inserting an image from gallery. We're going to look for a plain background now, or a nice background that we can use download. You can see some previous download I have. Download items. Oh, really? I don't think I have a plain background though. But what I'll do now is go back. I'm going to create a shape. I'm going to bring a shape. I'll drag it, make sure it's big enough. Then it's okay. Okay. Now I'm going to send it to back. You can see now. You can decide to change the color of the shape. Change the color of the shape. Color. Enable. We're changing its background. You can see it's a little bit unique right now. I know it's not the best, but you can play around with it. You can see the background of the image, the initial one we used. You can see different colors, so you can choose the one. I think this one makes sense a little, but like from the rules I told you, the background doesn't have to be the same with the color you are using. So we're going to use something totally different from the color. Let's use this. It's not professional. Then let's color here. But let's just leave it with this one. So that's it for the logo, and you can now save your logo. You save your logo, exporting it. When you click on the exports, right now it's on JPEG, so it's going to have a background, but if I saved it as PNG, there will be no background. So I'm saving it as JPEG. Saying, you remember I told you to save as Ultra. So Ultra, then save to gallery. Just wait for it to load, to render. It should be done a couple of seconds. The image has been saved. So now let's close this. Let's go down to our gallery now and check the image we just created. So file manager,